Good evening, everybody. Happy Wednesday. We are gonna do some game dev. Wow, neat, cool. Let's do it. I think it was Dubu Ruins Arbor Day. Okay. So last time we made this room using our new foolproof method of block things out and then go crazy with decoration. Hey, PK. And honestly, it worked out pretty good. I like what we wound up with. It's neat, it's interesting. It looks cool. Since then, I've got the next room in line is this one here, which is not the one that I had planned on doing. I'm kind of changing things a little bit, changing the order just a bit to make it a bit more linear. Yeah, so this is something fun, and it was really easy to do for a small effect. This is just a plane with a noise texture, and the texture is sliding at a constant rate, and it's a repeating texture, and that's literally it. And the result is this, and it looks kind of neat. It's like, all right. Could put a little bit of money over here or something. Little extra treasure. So the plan is to have a enemy patrolling on this block right here, and then another one on this block right up here, and that's basically this room. There's some fights. If you move just right, you can avoid them. That's it. That's the room. Easy as that. I'm thinking these rooms need some vegetation, though. Like, the mushrooms are cool and all. I don't know what we can do. Like, maybe some moss, some wet moss of some kind. I have no idea how we would do moss. Let's see here. The classic Unity Asset Store has moss for $15. Wonderful. That doesn't look great. It just looks like some green sprinkled on, honestly. I guess that's what we need, is just some noisy green. I mean, either way, it's gonna start as a flat piece of art. Walking into this mushroom, look at that. I need to lower the mushroom's actual rendered box there. Or flatten it more, maybe. Flatten that mushroom out some more. So here's the, hang on, let me show you. If I take out that, this is what the room actually physically looks like. But through magic, aha. I really like this right here, just this blob rock right there. Little tufts of green, yeah. The question is, how much of that is modeled versus just implied physicality? Like, could we get away with just a splotch of green that we just plaster around on the walls? Or does it need to be something that has depth? And you know what? I don't know. So let's start with just drawing some moss and see if that works. Let's break out the art. We're gonna do some work tonight. We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make all our dreams come true. Oh, definitely, definitely. Sound effects. Sound effects. I'm gonna need to build a whole system. Let's just go 200, 200, because we're going for kind of like not super high res kind of stuff in this as best we can. We're gonna have to build a whole system for sound. I need to remember to not get bogged down with trying to make sound effects. There are tons of free sound effects specifically for video games that are out there and available and have licensing set up so that you don't even have to do anything. It's just like, here's a free file. You can just use it for whatever you want forever. Go for it. Go crazy. That's what we need to do. That's what we need to do. All right. So one thing on this is it needs to not hit the edge. Like there, is that moss right there? Is that moss? Maybe if we add a little bit more of a little bit of teal on there. And then go back for a nice green splotchiness over it. There, moss. Incredible. Just save that as a ping. Call it moss. We're gonna make that one of the chapter 1 shared items. Make a moss folder, and there we go. Now, I guess let's just do some 3D sprites as a test. We can do things like decal or something, but that's probably overkill processing-wise for what we want. So let's just say this is the moss folder, and it's going to have a Sprite 3D in it. Let's see what this looks like. Basically just a splotch of moss on the wall. Let's try making it big. And we can mess with the modulation as well. So what we can do is like duplicate this a bit, mess with the color a bit for different places. Let's just see what that looks like for now. Just kind of on the side of this rock. How does that look? Ooh, awful, first of all. Scaling up was a bad idea. Yeah, let's start. Immediate fix is let's get rid of that scaling up. We can just patch a bunch of them together if we want to try and make it a little smaller. How's that look? It's not accepting shadows, it doesn't look like. These unlit. Hang on, that's a flag probably, right? Shaded. That'll probably help. It hasn't even started yet. Gotta give it a minute. It's a little better. It doesn't quite read as fuzzy. Do I need to give it a normal map, maybe? Not Rainbow Road. Let's see here. Let's check the Godot asset library for moss. No. Because I don't want this extra fancy moss. Let's just say look for moss texture asset. PBR. Stock. Free moss assets. That's just a picture of moss by the looks of it. With a weird repeating thing going on. I don't know, would that work? It's certainly mossy, but I don't know. Let's see, what else we got? Yeah, I guess maybe part of it is it's too splotchy around the edges. I don't know. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? There's not enough texture to it. What is this? Oh gosh. That just looks like splatter. Like that's just green. That's the problem. That's one problem there. That's just green. Like it doesn't look like moss, really, does it? Hey Hudson, maybe some vines. That would probably work a lot better. Yeah. Let's try that. Let's rename this to greenery. Okay, and let's try again. And maybe we should consider ramping the size of it up as well. Stress-free tonight, heck yeah. No physics test to worry about. Oh no, Al. Okay, so we want this to be tileable. So let's immediately have the wraparound going. Part of the problem here is that when it gets to the edge, right? Like that's gonna make for issues when we get to the edges of these. Should I always make it taper at the edges so it could tile, but it doesn't have to? Because otherwise things are going to get weird. Like I can just kind of break it up a bit. Get the edge there. Like a really hard line here, breaking it up, but then have like a much softer fade out kind of thing going on. So we can connect them, or it can just kind of gently-ish fade away. Yeah, we're gonna add some leaves, definitely. I want to get lots of the vininess in first. I don't know how thick to make it, really. All right, let's just start making some greens. It's gonna look awful, isn't it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's gonna look awful. Can I get like a roundier brush? What do we got here? Don't like that. Maybe. Is this gonna be too visually cluttery to make this work? We will see. Possibly, honestly. We'll try it as is for now and see what happens. Let's see what we can do with this. All right, vines. This is vine. All right, so plop that on here. What does that look like in the dark? Shaded in the dark. Okay, hang on. That's all right, actually. That's all right. Try something dumb here. there's something to that. There's something to that. Kind of just a little bit of depth to it. Yeah, you know what? That's not bad, really. I don't want it to really look like something to interact with, but that looks okay. Yeah, you know what? I think that's pretty good. Now right here, what I want is like a stalactite. Because, gosh, I can't get enough. I just can't get enough, can I? What a nice, darkened stalactite. Yeah, that little bit of wall decoration, that's really helping. That's pretty good. So I can move that out pretty... see, that's what I want to avoid, is that being possible. We'll see. It's like, hang on. Why is it always this one? Why is it always this video? Apparently, I didn't know. I made the minigame. I'm not familiar with it. Okay, some vines over here would be kind of nice, but we can't really go places with them. So we gotta be careful with that. Okay, so we can just take one of these and we can just copy it. We can undo the rotation and just splat it wherever we want to. We could scale it down. If we want it, if we so desired. That's pretty nice. Just have it growing out of the ground there. Actually, I wonder, how would this look straight up just growing out of the ground? Probably awful, right? Like, I assume awful. Not great, especially because of just the way that Sprite 3Ds work. symmetry isn't helping. However, there is something to that. How's that gonna look? A little awkward cutting through the cutting through this, but that could work if we bring this kind of into the foreground a bit more and make it just kind of like a decorative element. Get rid of that one, get rid of that one. It's Dupu. See, that's pretty good. Make it a little bit further left and a little bit further up, and then we're in business. Hobbsduba. See, yeah, look at that. That's pretty nice. Just growing out of the depths there. Maybe a little bit over here by the mushroom, too. Oh, no. See what it does there with the fog. Now I can... All right, hang on. I can sort of fix that. So it's based on which point is higher up. So, I mean, one way is just have the center positioned above it, but also maybe would help just make it shorter overall. There's still some pop. What if we change the flags on this to opaque pre-pass? Do we get some improvements there? No, we do not. No, we do not. So... Oh, see, yeah, there's lots of little fighting with that. You really want it to be either all the way or not at all. So this one here, we want to scale this down pretty significantly to the point where it doesn't really overlap the fog as much. This one, gosh, I don't know what we're gonna do with it. Just kind of have it floating there. Okay, that kind of works for it. Yeah, actually, that looks really cool silhouetted against the glowing mushroom. I'm down with that. I'm down with that. Can we get another big one? Okay, I'm sprinkling these everywhere. This is my new garlic powder here. Transform. Scale that up a bit. Make it nice and stretched out. Basically just so it's kind of creeping in on the side there. Not a charm. Not a Pikachu. That, I love this. I love this. That's good. This adds quite a bit. Okay. This area is looking a lot nicer. Okay, yeah, going vines instead of moss. It doesn't make as much sense from a, botanical standpoint. However, it looks good. Does it make you feel a little S? Vines on the back wall, vines in front here. 100% vines in front up here. Silhouetting, if can be done. Oh, you know what? We can do that with some albedo. Just make it pure black. They're just gonna hate me. Show me the vines. Oh, it's not quite low enough, but that's what I want. That's what I want, is that there with it kind of just dangling a bit from above. And then we'll get some right proper vines on the wall after that. Okay. Yeah, look at that. Ooh, it's tickling your neck. All right. Give me Bug Fables. Bug Fables forever. It was on loop. Why didn't it loop? Okay, back wall. Let's get a good plate. Let's get a good plating of back wall vines here. Let's make these big. Let's make these nice and big. Nice thick wall of vines here. Pebbles. Pebbles could be nice. Okay, there's a problem with making them that big, is you really start to see the brush strokes. And I know I've been kind of pro brush stroke, but that's a little bit too much. See how that looks. That's a little better, especially with this in the foreground. I think I need more of that. I think I need more of this foreground bit. Nope. Wrong hotkey. The foreground looks nice. Okay, so I need it to be a little bit more forward and a little bit lower. Pebbles. More right and lower? Now noticing that it... Yeah, that's what I want. Is that it really gets in your face when you're coming up this way. I think we made an environment here. Well, that's something. The fog is... It really makes a difference over here in the void. Okay, so... Are we good with this? Is this what I'm wanting? I think this is what we want. Yeah. Vines was a good shout. Okay. That's true. We can go back over these as many times as we want to improve. Love it. Ship it. Okay, so the original plan was a little bit different. This was the original mock-up here. Was you'd have a little lobby, little lobby, then the main room, room I, and then a climbing room, room J, and then you go to the back side of room I to release the lily pads. I have not, and there's a good 1,000-Year Door ROM hack as well that kind of increases the difficulty. I don't know the 64 one. And then room K, I had no idea. But I think overall, like, the dungeon is just about done. Like, we've done room H and what used to be room J, which is now I. And then I want to have the big set piece room of here's a puzzle. And it's basically going to be you can cross some lily pads. And on the other side is something that controls one other floating lily pad's X coordinate. So, like, when you first get over there, it's like, I don't know, somewhere, and you want to move it over. The one I saw actually does add some new, like, actually does shuffle the, not the whole dungeon per se, but it changes the puzzles interestingly. Also, I remember the, what was it? I don't even remember what the 1,000-Year Door one was called, but it gives all the characters, like, brand new moves and, like, interesting moves, while still using the existing, like, action command code stuff. So it feels pretty fresh in combat. One major change is you can use the airplane ability anywhere. You don't need an airplane pad, which just wrecks so many puzzles. Like, it's really cool. Okay, so the puzzle here. Let's get puzzly. Let's get puzzly. Let's build a puzzle, chat. This is gonna be a pretty basic puzzle. All right, so the idea is we have, there it is. We have a pool of water in the middle, like some kind of little cave lake. And we have lily pads. The lily pads will gently move north and south on a set pattern. Need a nice frog with a riddle. With a set pattern, so it's a little bit of a timing thing. You're gonna come in from over here. Well, I guess now it's gonna be over here. Your goal is up here. That's your exit. My idea is that somehow, so let's do it like this. Lily pad moves along an axis, an invisible axis. The lily pad just kind of floats back and forth. And there will be some extra lily pad that can be manually controlled to move along a horizontal axis. And I guess the control, you've got to have some reason for initially going across. So let's make some ground here. I don't know if I want to get too complex, like this is your first dungeon. So it's like the idea is you hop across Frogger style. You get across to the control system, which, I don't know, like, a fan, a wave pool kind of thing, something that causes the lily pad to drift. Maybe it's even just attached to a vine. Who knows? But all you're doing there is just making sure you move it to the right position. I want it to be that you've got some options. Water filling puzzle. We will probably need to have a water filling puzzle somewhere. Probably not for the very first dungeon. Up until this point, the player will have encountered some minor stuff in the hub. Like maybe not even encountered any major stuff at the hub. Like you've earned the ability to control things with your gear in the hub. And that sets you on the path where you can now access chapter 1. Like it's going to be a very basic like, oh, now you can open this door that is controlled by gears. So it's like, it's not even weird. You're not even thinking laterally. It's just, it's a gear. You use your gear on the gears. Good job. Now you've learned the basic interaction mechanic. But once you get into chapter 1, there's going to be all these things that are not quite the same type of gear, but we're going to train the player to recognize, oh, that's a gear. It's a sunflower, but I can see it has 6 leaves, and the leaves are a little bit boxy on the edges. That's a gear. I need to go over and use gear on that. Stop it when they line up. That's an idea. Well, okay, so let's see here. So you're thinking like these are not constantly moving back and forth. They have to be like when you enter the room, you have to change them to be lined up. I like that. I like that specifically because it gives a good reason for going back across. Is that you have... Yes. Okay. So here's the idea. Somehow, the way that these line up, you can either have all 3 lined up at the bottom. That's the initial goal, is to get them all 3 in a row. That gets you over here to a second gear that controls this one's position independently. Yeah, you see where I'm going. And so you want to line that one up like right here, and then you come back across and you can get it into another scenario that's like this. One that would not have originally gotten you across, but happens to work for this. So you have to use 2 different gears, and you have to choose the position of this one. So it's like you get across and you're like, okay, oh, I can do this. Oh, I can move this. Well, but that doesn't. But now I'm left with this setup, which I can't jump that far. Oh golly, what am I gonna do? And then you will go back and investigate further and see, I can keep spinning this into different positions. Now I've learned a thing. Not all gear state is binary. There's not just off and on. There is, I want to move this one to right, keep going, right there. Oh, but now I need to go back and move it again, but to a different position. This is an interesting puzzle. Okay. It's barely a puzzle, but it's good. So we've got 3 lily pads. Okay, how can we get a state in which... Okay, that's actually pretty simple. We don't even have the 3rd lily pad. Well, we do, but it's stationary. And these... We've just got one that moves fast, one that moves slow. And so you technically could line them both up at the top, but the first lineup will be at the bottom to encourage you. Oh, thank you, Day. I see that I have a notification now. When I stream, it doesn't beep at me, which is probably for the best. Okay, so we start it in this position here where you can't get all the way across. And then, so that's first position. Here, let's do like so close. Third position, and then like a fourth position or something. I think something like that maybe. It's like, okay, so you got just happened. Okay. So initial position is like this. Second position, which you'll be interested in doing, is like this, because that'll get you across. Third position will be this, and then fourth position will be this, and then it cycles back. We can mirror that too. Did they actually? I had seen a headline about them that they were going to be suing some company, but I didn't dip in and read on. Hello? It's 9 seconds into this video. There's something wrong with this particular video. All right, we're doing the Sputter boss fight music. Yeah, something like this. Does it loop? Does it loop? I think it should loop. But if it loops, no, we're good. We're good. You still have to do this position first and this position last. You have to wait for it to do the thing, then you can guess. It's not even Wave Race 64. Okay, yeah, this is a good puzzle. You're just locking in your answer. Speaking of locking in answers, Family Feud, October, all through October Fridays on GQ's channel. You know what? I will give it credit. I will give credit to GameCube. I was not prepared for him to actually have an announcement, because to date, his announcements are his announcements are usually, I have added a channel point redeem. And that's usually the announcement. So props to GQ for actually having something to announce. Real announcement. Yeah. We were all surprised. See, now he's got me in this point where I just can't actually expect anything from an announcement. And so now he can do this. I'm announcing I will be streaming. Wow. No, it was good. It was good. Good job, GQ. Okay. We need a lily pad. We need a lily pad. I would love to model a lily pad. That sounds delightful. Let's model a lily pad. Let's look at pictures of lily pads first, but like together as a family. All right, so we need some good lily pad music though. So hang on. I know just the place. All right, here we go. That's probably too loud. Nah, it's probably fine. We're cranking it. Brain's so full. All right, lily pad. Show me lily pad. Show me picture of lily pad. Wait, hang on. Let me do... just to be safe. It's always super dangerous to pull anything up on desktop view. Lily pads. Look at these lily pads. I mean, they're very straightforward, aren't they? Lily pads are not complicated. Now, some of the lily pads have the rim. Look at this. Look at this. Pac-Mans. Oh, one of the major, like, shops. I don't know if it's going to be a shop so much. Those are some Pac-Mans. For the Frog Town is going to be called Lily's Pad, and there will be a frog character named Lily. And I guess that means she has to have a lily, like, on her frog head. Not her hair. She's a frog. Okay. So some lily pads actually have a lily on them. You know, a flower of some kind. Oh, you know what? We should have some of these just for decoration. Just some small ones. Some small little flowers popping through the water. That would be really nice. That would be really nice. Just some nice little lily pad flowers. That would be beautiful. Okay. But mostly, we just need lily pad. Just a big plop of green. It's just a big leaf. Lily pads are just a big leaf, guys. Dead Hobbit home. Oh, great. Well, hopefully Lily Pad is okay with me using the name of her Hobbit home. Bum, bum, bum. They don't own that. All right, so we need a cylinder. 24, 32. Yeah, you know what? Let's splurge a bit. Let's go for 32. I think we've earned it. Needs to be pretty thin. Not flat, but pretty thin. Oh gosh, what do we... I mean, that's almost it right there. We're almost done. We can do a little inset. I kind of want to like almost extrude inward, but no, I think what we want to do here is knife cut across. And then also on this side. And then the neighboring vertex. I think that will be the simplest way to get that clean cut. Dissolve faces. Nope, don't dissolve. Delete. And we will recreate. Build a face there. Build a face there. Ta-da, a lily pad. Incredible. Always bet on Charizard. Everyone always bets on Charizard. Do we want to... I mean, how much wackiness do we want here? Because, I mean, like, we could... Ooh. Can I dissolve this face safely? Doesn't look like it. the crickets. I couldn't tell. All right, let's go back to the way it was before I did all this. Can I dissolve these edges? Ah, okay. So I think what I want then is knife cut to... How do I get the center? Is there a way to? My baby. Okay, I can do that. And then I can probably move this vertex to... I don't know. Doesn't matter. It doesn't have to... No, it doesn't actually matter. It doesn't need to be all the way there. It can be like way over there. Delete faces. And then take this and extrude that down by... Dang it, I don't have an actual set height there. Ugh, this is gonna be ugly. Bloopa. All right, let's just cut it and then do some merge magic to get everything to line up. Yeah, look at that. That's ugly. Okay, there. That's better. Make a face. Make a face. Scale on the x-axis 0. And then scale on the y-axis 0. There we go. So that'll line them up so that we now have at least a flat plane. It could certainly be worse. Now we should be able to get away with an inset, I think. Ugh, it looks that's a little bit weird with that. I wasn't expecting that to happen. Bloop. Okay, I can still do this. It's just I need to do some wacky stuff here. Like, that should be fine, though. I'm probably making this too detailed. Actually, I'm definitely making this too detailed. Can't get enough of those mini games. All right. Is that what we want? Do we want to go bowl? That's awful, isn't it? That's awful. Yeah, that is awful because, all right. Dang, man. All right, so we don't want to have that cut at all yet. And I'm out of history. All right, delete this object. Give me a new cylinder. Teacher, can I get a new cylinder? Mine broke. Okay. Start with the cylinder. Start by making whatever... I don't know. Do we want to bowl it a little bit? I guess we do. Start with bowling it. Just a little bit. There. Incredible. A bowl. I liked that they expanded on the Cain lore in later in the Zelda series with the Cain of Pacha. So it needs to be the top. So we're gonna cut here and here. Oh, we're upside down. Okay, there we go. Everybody hold on tight. We're going for a loop-de-loop. In, gone. It's fine. It's probably fine. There. Fixed it. Oh. Fix, fix, fix. There we go. Charizard! Baby Chungus. Oh, I miss Baby Chungus so much. Why does it do that? It does weird stuff. I don't like that it's doing weird stuff. Alright, I want to scale all these kind of closer together. These are doing weird things. Don't like that they're doing weird things. There. That's probably fine. Okay, is that a lily pad? Is that basically a lily pad? That might be a lily pad. Okay. Sure. I don't think we need the bottom stem, because we can just kind of cheat that in pretty well, I think. Export. I'm not even going to UV map that. What do you think of that? Okay. Looks like a gray. We're going to change the texture. It's fine. It'll look beautiful. We just need to render it. Okay. These flowers, these lily pad flowers, they're really pretty. How many petals do they have? Could it be 6? It's not 6. It's some kind of lotus lily pad. Where's that picture that had the tall ones? There we go. That's what I want. This is what I want. I want to try and make one of those. Now, the stem can just be a cylinder. That's fine. But this top is going to be a mess. Slightly less uniform? We'll see, we'll see. All right. Make a new one. Get rid of that. Okay, lily pad. Okay, actually, I got an idea. I got an idea of how to do this. Cylinder, but 6, 12, 24. Okay, behold, this cylinder is going to become a flower soon. A beautiful flower. Okay. Let's select every other vertex here. Dang it. Like I said, every other vertex. And just scale it up. Okay, that's the wrong number though. So it's actually more like every other. That. Scale those up. Then take these. And scale them up also. These are pretty Okay, kind of like that. If only someone knew what the... It's gonna be tough. I can give you a hint. It's not an English word. That's kind of like a hint, right? Okay, hang on. Put this one away. Let's make another. Let's try again. But with 12. Just work your way down the alphabet. You'll get there eventually. Yeah, this is going to be pretty low poly, right? So it's like we don't really care. There we go. Uh-oh, Dufu. Uh-oh, Dufu. Ah! He's good. It's German for vampire. Okay, so that would be 60 degrees, so we want to rotate by 30 degrees. Scale down. And I guess also bring the petals in. Right? And then duplicate again. Rotate 30 degrees. Scale down. Now this one actually does need some interesting texturing that I'm not fully prepared for. How are we gonna do this? It needs to be more pink on the towards the middle petals. Okay, so what we need, I think, all this for a tiny little decoration. You know, gosh. Actually, we can probably get away with 100, 100 on this. Let's see, kind of a whitish and... Can I just like grab this color here? Give me the color. Thank you. That's a bit dark. That and more of a pink color. All right, hold on. We need to do a gradient. How do you do gradients in this? Okay, and then also I need oh yeah, basically that. Okay, that's what I need. We're gonna call that Lotus Gradient. Okay, and now we're gonna try to turn that into a material here. This is gonna be something. The beach cannon secret. Image texture. Open. Blender? Nope. One up. Lotus gradient. I just saved it. I literally was just saving. Did I save it as the wrong file format? Yes. Yes, I did. Boy, they should really ask you what file format you want, shouldn't they? Okay. That's their secret. Okay, so now we need to actually unwrap this. This is gonna get ugly. Unwrap. Go on. Okay, this is doable. Less doable. But this. Okay. I think I can make that work. Okay, so what did the picture look like? More whitish for these outside ones. Pinker towards the middle. Okay. This is going to be a very white outside here. Now this inner bit is going to get weird real fast. Like real fast. I think I know how I can do this. It's going to be really ugly. Get ready for this. Basically this. Yeah. This will let me have that what I want here. Which is pink towards the middle, white towards the outside. That's pretty ugly, but hilarious that will work. And this part, just throw that in the white, so it's fine. Well, pinkish. Okay, now this one. You need to use Material 01. And it's basically the same issue as before. Oh wait, hide that one. Grab all. Get it out of the way. Scale down pretty low. Scale to 0 and grab. And do the same thing here. This is a really weird way to do this, but it's gonna work, which is perhaps even weirder than that. Okay, so here we go. This part represents this one. So let's stretch it a bit more so it'll be more red in the middle than the last one was. And then this is the underside here. Okay, How's that look so far? It's fine. It's not great. Okay. Set this to use the same material. And now we edit. Get these out of the way. I hate that this is working. You're losing it, Al. You're losing it. Oops. Scale 0. Okay, so this one can actually be a little bit more reddish than the previous ones were. It works. It's fine. 2 bars that loop forever. I've actually got a decent amount of music now. Casual is actually working on making the boss theme of the cave area. I gave him some inspirational tunes and exactly what I was looking for, and we're gonna see what happens with that. He is. Does anybody want to hear the cave dungeon theme? Because I think I've got that. Let's see here. Oh, there it is. There it is. Nah, I'm good. Let's see. Can I get this looping? Because that would be very nice. All right, here we go. Al's avoiding spoilers. Do we need the little yellow bits in the middle? Maybe not. Maybe we can get away without it. But it does need some green on the bottom. Some leafy green. It is, isn't it? I think that's it right there. Right there. Maybe a little bit darker on the green. There we go. We can always update it if we need to. I think we got a pretty decent lotus flower here. All right, let's make this area. Okay, so we need a big pool of water, for one thing. Can I just grab that from here? Or better yet, from here? This one. Yeah, there it is. That's my mesh. All right, so there will be some cavey water there, and we'll scale it properly and all that jazz. I guess for now we can go ahead and just make it a lot bigger this way. We'll just cover it up appropriately. It does need to be a little bit lower. All right, so let's get... All right, the lily pads are gonna be unique to this room. So let's make ourselves a new folder for room J. Let's crank this music down a little bit. Crank it, but down. The earlier iteration of the song was a lot more eerie and like almost like this is a dangerous place kind of thing. It's like we gotta make it. We soften it up a bit. Okay, so let's see here. Let's pull in our two models here. I guess our lily pad, we're gonna go ahead and make a lily pad scene here and give it a proper material and everything. For now, I'm thinking green. Something like that, right there. Just a plain green. But this needs a animatable body 3D, which allows for it to be a moving platform. You know what? We don't need it to be an animatable body. We can make it a static body because you're never going to be riding on it. Unless that would be cool later on, in which case we would want to allow for that. Okay, so then it needs a collision shape, which is a cylinder. Looks good. Looks good. All right, that is scenes. Chapter 1, Room J, lily pad scene. That's all that needs. All right. Let's plop a lily pad in. I think we're gonna have... Are we gonna do anything with the camera in this area? I'm thinking no. I think we're gonna have a nice flat camera to make the jumping easier. Okay. Lily pad, oh, node 3D, but name it lily pad control 1. There we go. Oh, nope, nope. Oh, I probably should give it a little bit of a bob, but I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Let's see. All right, so you enter the room. And I want you to immediately see the lily pads. Like as soon as you walk in, as soon as you get into the room, I want multiple lily pads to be visible. So let's make this shorter. Minigame. I'd already shortened it, but I need it even shorter now. Yeah, we'll give it a little bit of up and down. Okay, so this part is going to be tricky. We need to make sure that it's obvious the lineup, you know? Bob Man. Part of that comes in with good shadows. Maybe this area has a little bit of overhead light. You know? Like there's some sunbeams or something. Okay, we need a control system. So that is our mechanisms. Entities, mechanisms, gear spinner. The default gear spinner. Okay, so that one's going to be over here. And I don't know exactly how it's going to work. How is it that this controls this, you know? Like, what's the deal here? Gotta make sure this isn't too hard of a... I think I want the lily pads to be bigger. Yeah. Completely double their size. Heck yeah. That's better. Now they're not in the water anymore. Dip them back in a little bit. This needs to be a very gentle bobbing that these do. Okay, so let's add a little tiny animation player to these. Bob, autoplay, loop, controls the position of the cylinder. And I guess we can put the physics under that, right? Non-uniform scale. Is it not? What's the scale of that? Oh yeah. Huh, okay. Cylinder under the animatable body. Oh, right. Okay, then I need to move both of these in tandem. Because I don't want to animate the root of the scene. Oh, easy solution, easy solution. Make this the parent. Wait, not reparent to new node. Make scene the root. Can't reparent node. Okay. Because it's inheriting off of the stupid thing. Okay, that's fine. All right. Let's just make it Bob. Just make the cylinder Bob ever so slightly. Cubic. All right, play. Too fast. Too slow. Bird, doe, egg. Bird, doe, egg. What am I doing? It's very subtle. Hey, burst. It's very subtle, but it is doing it. Honestly, what I would want is when I land on it.
Birdo, egg, birdo, egg, birdo, egg, birdo, egg, birdo, egg, birdo, egg, birdo, egg.
So how far... Birdo, egg, birdo, egg, birdo, egg, birdo, egg. I want to make sure that this jump is not impossibly difficult, but also that you're not cheesing the puzzle. So can I make this jump? Can I make this jump? No, good. Okay, then that's gonna be the established location. Now, how did we decide this puzzle was gonna work? We just had, there we go. Starts with up and down. Okay, perfect. So we can get rid of this one. And then we have to put an animation player under the gear spinner. I think that's how this system worked. Go back to room F. Tell me, this system here with the flower animation. Oh no, that was a cinematic, so that one was different. Go back to room A. This one. Test gear. Yeah, it's just if there's an animation player under it, that will cause it to play when you spin the gear. So animation player, new animation. We are going to operate on lily pad position. This is why we couldn't animate the actual root node, because we're going to be messing with it here, I think. And lily pad 2. All right, so this is our default state. Right there. And we're going to have... this is going to be weird. We'll try cubic. And we are doing looping. Okay, so the second state is both down. Oops. Second state is both down. Can I please snap this more reasonably? Why does it default to like 0.03 something? It's so weird. Oops, that didn't go through. All right, so that's gonna be the second state. Oh, that's lily pad 2. That's why. Okay, there we go. All right, and then the third state is both up. So lily pad 2 is going to be there. Lily pad 1 is going to be there. And then the final state is down, up. Okay. So let's just play it. All right. There you go. That's the idea. Hey, Willow. We're making a lily pad puzzle. It's not actually going to move that fast. Also, I'm gonna duplicate these. Hello? Duplicate. Duplicate. All right, that's fine. All right, so what we do is our spinner code, we tell it, yes, it's looping. Yes, it's cancelable. You have to have the player on the right side of the gear to interact. And it reverts to values 0, 0.25, 0.5, and 0.75. This is the cool thing that's going to make it like lock in, so you can't kind of make it a halfway thing. Revert time, it's going to take 1 second for it to revert. And also the rotation scale, that's going to, I think, control the speed of the thing. All right, I'm going to move this a lot closer here so we can access it. Here we go. So you ready? You latch in. Oh, geez. Well, that didn't quite work the way I expected it to. Why didn't it? Why is it doing that? That's very weird. Is it because this animation is more than a second long? Let me try this. If I set it to initial progress 1, what does it think 1 is? Okay, 1 is there. It's only moving this first quarter of the way. It's only doing this block right here. I think there's an error in the animation in the gear spinner code. They are very big, yes. I want them to be nice and easy to land on. And will the lily pads have flowers? Well, I'm glad you asked. We have made this beautiful lotus flower for the lily pads. I haven't actually added it to. Okay, I've got too many tabs. There's Blender. There it is. We were right. We were already there. Yes, they will. There will be flowers. They will be mostly decorative. They're not going to be that big. They're definitely not going to be that big, though. They're going to be fun little floaty decorations. Artistic genius. If you saw how they were being made, you may change your tune on that. Okay, close this tab. I've got too many things open right now. Open up code. Why is progress displayed progress is 1? Does that need to be a scale of 0 to 1? It does, I guess. Okay, so that's fine. So what do I do with displayed progress then? Seek displayed there we go. It is in fact seeking that, and it should not. It should not be doing that. So how do I get the animation player? How do I figure out how long the animation is? Rembrandt got nothing on me, that's right. How do I find out how long the animation is? Let's store that. We'll default it to 1.0 initially, but it should be find animation. No. Okay, hang on. Get animation, and that'll give us the animation object. Okay. We're just hard coding it to this. Don't worry about it. if that exists. Dot duration, length, length? Is it length? The total length of the animation in seconds. Okay, cool. There we go. So when we are seeking, multiply it by the actual animation duration. Let's see if that works. Well, it is going through the whole animation, but a little fast. So let's chill that a bit with rotation scale. Let's bring that down and see what happens. Yeah, here we go. Ooh, that snapback is a little bit quick. Actually, in general. Can I, well, let's see here. Is it rotation scale that I want to change here, or which one is which? What is this effect? Change the rotation speed. Displayed progress is what I'm interested in, though. Displayed progress is changed by progress, and progress changes by rotation speed. So, yeah, the rotation scale should affect that. And then what does visible rotation mess with here? The actual gear that I'm spinning. So yeah, this is the one. So what if I change it to really small? Well, there it goes. It's moving very slowly. All right, let's quintuple it. Quintuple it again. We're getting close. All right, it's getting there. Whoa! What happened there, guys? What happened there? Huh? Did its collision shape not come with it? The lily pad controls both of those, so I don't know what that's all about. Huh. No, it's like it's not moving. That's peculiar. Yep. How is that possible to happen ever? The animation moves the position here. Open up editable children here so I can view the animatable body here. Okay, where's our collision shape is there. Okay, and this other one? Collision shape is right there. That's odd. Okay, we'll figure out what's going on with that. But I have found another issue, which is you can't actually see what's happening when you're moving these. So I think what we might want to have is a little outcropping that you hang out on over here. Oops, not that. Okay. But not that close, of course, because I don't want the lily pads being where you can jump on them. And what's the distance that you can jump, actually? Whoop. Okay, you can clear a 3-tile gap. So we want these pretty far away. Alternative, no, we definitely want you to be jumping left to right. Jumping towards and away from the camera, it's really hard to gauge whether or not you're on top of what you want to be, but left to right makes it a lot easier. So let's see here. We can move the whole lily pad brigade, or we can just move this. Oh, Lotus is not supposed to be under there. I'll put it under the water mesh. Okay, gear spinner. Move that over here now. And I'm gonna make it so you can use it from either side. Why not? Wave race. Well, geez. I mean, I get it. There we go. Now, there's still the issue of why didn't the... Let's look at the remote side here. We've got our lily pad set up. Here's our lily pad. And it contains a cylinder. Cylinder's position is normal, 0, 0. Animatable body. The body is at 0, 0. The collision shape is at 0, 0. Lily pad itself. There it is. Whee! Okay. So why can I not jump on it then? That's really weird. Which thing now? The what now? Okay, so we're gonna make it so this is all to get over here. And your final goal is to get up here. The doohickey? This doohickey? Which needs a better, more reasonable thing. We should make it a lotus flower. That would be a cool thing. That thing. That thing. We can move that thing. Okay, let's refresh ourselves on the puzzle here. The idea is there's going to be 2 that you move, and then like either a stationary one or whatever. So the final state of the puzzle was going to be both up so that you could okay, so yeah, this is going to be further across here. And there's going to be a third lily pad. It's like right here. Yeah, perfect. And it's just kind of chilling there. It's not really doing much.
Tune into GQ Stream on September 22nd for an exciting cancellation of a recent announcement that was previously teased.
Hooray! Wait, no! What was the puzzle gonna be? It's that you wanted to have them both up. Yeah, it was like you could move. Oh, yes, here we go. It was that it's like this. That this one can move side to side. A tadpole pond puzzle. It's a moving block puzzle, but themed. And I was playing tadpole pond music earlier. Now, this is what we finished tonight. Is styling up this room to make it look really good. Like, this is looking a lot nicer now. There's gonna be some enemies about, but... And this is the music that's actually gonna play in this area. This is like finalized music. There we go. And then you go into the water puzzle room. But yeah, this room is looking pretty nice. You might think that this fog is some amazing complex shader, when in fact it is just a big flat rectangle that is slowly sliding. And that's literally it. Oh, well, you know what, GQ, you've talked me into it. It was that easy. I now realize that I need that, and not having it would be a waste. Okay, so these two guys are going to be controlled by this one, and this one is going to be controlled by a gear over here. So we're going to call this spinner 1. And spinner 2 is going to be over here. And it doesn't need to be on such a big platform, as it turns out. We can go a lot smaller over here. We need more water. All right. And this. There we go. Looks good. I mean, it's not prettied up yet, and it's also not functional yet. But the point is that it looks good. GQ, I was just complimenting you to everyone on making a good announcement. That I just thought that out of all the announcements you've hyped up, this one felt hype worthy. And I can appreciate that. Okay, this one you get 3 positions for as well? No. How did we want to do that? Yeah, probably 3 positions. In which case, make it a 3-second animation. There it goes again, being like that. Why has it got to be like that? You can't reach that, right? All right, so hold on. So the idea is first, you gotta use this. And you're like, aha. We're gonna work on... Why? Okay, we still haven't figured that puzzle out. Why is it like this? Why are you the way you are? Oh, and I guess this needs to actually have 4 states, with the last one being a duplicate of that one. And then we will copy paste those like this. Yeah, and we'll make it cubic, just to give it a little bit more boinginess. Beautiful. Okay, spinner 1, spinner 2. It's got the same revert values. Revert time is fine. It's not fine. Let's bump it up to 4. We gotta have that nice wobbliness. I still don't understand. Where is the collision shape going? Let's open this up. Let's add a mesh. There's no reason. There's no reason that this should be going anywhere. We're moving the whole lily pad object. All right, there we go. That looks good. Now we'll see it. All right. Troubleshoot. It's not moving. It's not moving. Wait, this one is moving. Wait, whoa. Hang on. Why is this? Evaba? Wait. Okay, that does work though. It's only when the gear spinner is messing with it. The balls are essential, Mac. You gotta keep your eye on the balls. Why does this... Wait, hang on. Wait, I thought we proved that this one doesn't move. What? So... Is it the animation player? No, that's just making the cylinder bob. That's not doing anything else. It's not doing anything else. Why would... Okay. Hang on. It's... Okay. Let's pull up remote. Lily pad control. Lily pad 1. That's the first one. That's the one on the far right. All right. So that one's position is 0. So that looks good. Now, as I move this, yeah, the Z coordinate updates. which means every child object should also be updating. The bobbing chain, that's what I'm trying to check. It shouldn't be possible for that to be the case. But as a matter of confirming, let's just turn that off. Let's just turn that animation off completely. I could totally see it being something like that. Okay, see, that's still a big mystery. A big fat mystery. No, okay, it's not the bob. Why is it that this mesh is not moving? The mesh is a is it what? It's not listed as top level. All lily pads are the same. All of these lily pads are the same. They have the green mesh that you can see. And then the collision stuff should be moving with them. I'm gonna try something dumb here. I'm gonna try something a little bit dumb here. This shouldn't do anything. Which means it might certainly do something. Okay. Okay, that at least makes more sense to me than this one's behavior, where that mesh just decides not to go anywhere. Hi. Here I am. Okay. So... Huh. Animatable body, huh? Animatable body, huh? Okay, let's change it to the static body. I thought we were onto something cool there with it being animatable, but then I tried to move it and problems happened. What? Okay, hang on. Let's do a little quick search. Animatable body. 3D. Not moving. Collision shape does not update. What is this? Collision shape does not update moving animatable body 3D? Question mark. Compose your moving platform like this. Put the collision shape under the animatable body and put the mesh under that. And make the remote transform 3D node push its transform directly to animatable body. Only reacts to changes of the local transform. Why? Okay. The lily pad needs fixing. Hey, Popples. Lily pad needs fixing. This lily pad scene is bad. And it should feel bad. Oh, that's going to be a pain, though. Oh, no, no, no. Can I break inheritance? Clear inheritance. No undo. I'm okay with that. Okay. Okay. Maybe that's all I need. Second hardest completion in Geometry Dash. Nice. Get him. You get him, Popples. Okay, so it says what you should be doing. Yeah, see, what you really should have done is... What's Remote Transform 3D? I don't know what that is. Sync physics only reacts to changes of the local transform. That can't be right. Animatable body isn't syncing its new position to the physics server when its parent transform updates, which is almost certainly a bug. Pretend to update the inner body's position. And then here's a bug. An open bug. Oh, it's the same one as before. Dang it. Okay, let me look at this. It's here. Okay, that doesn't really show me anything that's happening. Okay. Push all the buttons. Apparently that's what we're supposed to do, is just push all the buttons. All right, let's move the cylinder under the animatable body, because then it should give us a more true... The reason I want to use animatable body specifically is because that will let us later use this lily pad as a moving platform. Okay. Okay. Is the collision following it? No. What is up with this guy? What is up with you, my guy? So if we replace this with a static body, then I think that solves our problems, unfortunately. But that means no using it as a moving platform in the next screen or something. Yeah. Then you go over here. You change it to that. Then you go over here. Change it to that. And then boop to do, you solved the puzzle. Congratulations, you can leave the room. That's the puzzle. That is, in fact, the puzzle. Now, it's very important that this is here. Like, it's big enough to make you think, like, do I need it here or here? Because either one, maybe it's a solution. You can't just quickly work backwards from that. Okay. So, that was something. I want more of this somewhere. We'll decorate the room in a bit. We're getting better at decoration. So one thing is I would like that when you are altering this, you can see the whole room better. So I need a camera controller. So we're gonna make a little pocket here for camera controls. And we've got our nice, neat little function we made a while back for a camera control zone. So that we can say, when you are in this zone, and only in this zone, do something. Camera hotspot 1. So while you're in here, the camera is going to move up, back, and right. Let's make sure that works. It does. It lerps a little bit hard, but that lets you see your goal a little bit better. Did I want that as the initial, or did I want them both up initially? I think I want them both up initially, so that you have to go 2 positions. Oh wait, no. Because it goes back to that one? I guess both up should wrap around to this. Let's compare that with our animation here. So let's make sure that's going through the steps that I expect it to. Da-da, then down. Oh, yep, these two are mixed up. These two are mixed up. That will make the puzzle play through a little bit nicer, I think. Well, except then down, down. I feel like up would be a good starting position. So that being the case, all I have to do is say, hey spinner, initial ratio of completion is 75%. Okay, let's add a big camera control zone that's just huge. There it is. That should work. That should do the trick. And don't show it. And globally in this room, reduce the speed of camera transitions from snapping to gradual. Oh, but also don't have a camera hotspot. There we go. Okay, and then you'll go across. Amazing. And then you'll have another camera hotspot here. This is working. This is working. We're doing it. We're doing it. And I want to make sure this one doesn't trigger until you are, like, at the gear. Little bit, 2.5. There we go. And just for good measure, just in case you're doing something screwy there. But I don't want it to throw off your jump is the big thing. I don't want it to throw off your jump. The lerp speed thing, I don't know. Maybe I want to change that, how that works a little bit. I'm not 100% sure. Camera hotspot 2. Is like here-ish. Let's see how that works. All right, so you're going over here. You have to do it twice. You have to switch to 2 different positions. We'll get some lights in here soon so we can get some cool shadows. Oop, too high. But then you're gonna see what the available states are for this one. And you'll be like, okay, I want it right there. Hopefully that's what you realize. If you were paying attention on the first gear, you won't have to do any backtracking because you'll already know which lily paths are controlled by that first gear. That's the point of that puzzle. Yeah, I want to reward the player for reading the room and noticing what's happening. That's still way too high. Bring it down significantly. Oh, and I need to double check. Can I make this jump? Can I make this diagonal jump? Well, I didn't even jump. Hup. 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 Ooh, you can make the jump. All right. Well then, that means that this first animation here, these positions here, how far apart are these? 6, 6. So let's bring this back 2 more. Two more to the left. There we go. No speed run for you. No sequence break. Fly through my rings. Solve my puzzles. That's still obscenely fast. And like, oh, there. And then you go back, and then you're like, aha, I figured it out. I know what to do now. Go back to this one. Ta-da! Haha, I got it. I solved the puzzle. And then that's it. And then you get to go in the big door to the boss, who is a giant bullfrog named Jeremiah. All right, there we go. Don't save that. We're finished with that. Cool. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's decorate. We have a little bit of time left. Did I already draw Jeremiah? I've got some placeholder. Well, let's not even call it placeholder. Let's call it a work in progress. Let me pull that up so we can get a feel for what old Jeremiah looks like. All right, let's... we need that layer more opaque so I can actually see him. There's old Jeremiah. And like the character is gonna be like this tall for scale. I'm recycling the colors from the other frogs that we've got. All right. We can hide all camera controls. We don't need to see them. Oh, we need invisible walls. He's gonna be a cool guy. Okay, invisible walls. Whoops. I really like doing this like grid-based approach. It's really speeding things up for me. Something's off grid here. I think. Is it? It's weird. Okay, no, it was just the way that I rotated. That's fine then. Carry on. We need an exit, huh? That'll work. Like, look how sloppy I can be with slapping down these walls here. Because everything's grid-based now. It's like, yeah, that's good enough. It lines up. No holes. Done. There's our invisible walls. They're beautiful. Okay. Let's get some of this stone model, of course. That's our old reliable right now. From room from shared, we have the rock platform model. Let's see, so 2.5 and 3. Yeah, looks about right. Cover it up. There we go. Oh, I see the problem there. Depth is only 2. That's fine. Make sure it's not creating any unfair zones. And then let's take this scale to 2. And then just start plastering these all over the place. How's that looking so far? Could be better. There we go. There we go. Just to give it just that little bit of edge there. Don't want any unfair zones. Don't want anything that looks solid but isn't. That would be bad, says I. How big is this zone here? Bigger. Okay, so let's scale that up. Cautiously. Okay. And then definitely need one for this little block here. Double claw shot. Cop out item in Zelda. Put that over there. How are we looking? It'll need some cleaning up, but it's all right. Okay, and then we need one back here for that guy. Or maybe multiples, I don't know. Let's see here. Yeah, look at that. I don't like that being there. Really, that's the fairest looking side of it. Okay. I guess it's okay for it to look a little bit off there because you're not even going to be jumping on that side. You're going to be coming from this other side. Okay, that works. We can of course do another pass on this later if we need to. Next thing we need, let's get another just compartmentalizer. The walls, just visual walls here. Not the actual solidity, because that's already taken care of by those invisible bits we've got. Compartments, yes. Okay, very important that we don't look like we're clipping into the wall too much. So let's kind of rotate this back a bit. Scale this up a bit. Yeah. Okay. Make some cool crags and stuff, which I like. Cool craggy bits. It does look quite diveable. Dangerously so. All right, let's give this a test drive real quick. Ugh. Okay, that's good that I'm not clipping in. The camera wants to clip in there. See that? Camera wants to clip in a bit. One thing I'm gonna do then, kind of stretch out a big underground piece. I don't want it on. I don't want it visible under the water, really. Mostly just to plug the holes there. Yeah, I don't like that the water is kind of visible there. Just want to get this down just above the water here. Oh, this is going to be awkward, though. How do I handle... Yeah, this right here. Why can't you walk here? I mean, I guess just make that blank. Right? That's fine. Mostly the problem right now is that the water is just clipping out just a little bit. And we can just slide that in, I think. Ooh. Yuck. Don't like that. That'll work. Not supposed to be jumping into the water anyway, so that shouldn't be a problem. That we're doing some weird stuff there. Oh yeah, water ends there, huh? Okay, we can just push it a little further. No, don't actually push it a little further. Let's scale it. And then push it a little further. Still getting some, like, ghost water. So you know what? Yeah, let's let it go crazy. Let's let it do that. Except, well, yeah, even on that side. Sure. Oh, easy one.
A good place for a vacation.
Yeah, right? And now it's flooding everything. Okay. There you go. Joe and Mac. Oops, okay, I see. I see the problem there. I'm really enjoying just like decorating and prettying up areas now. How does this work? I don't even know. I don't even know anymore. All right, let's make it look pretty. Lilliputian. It's getting there now. Ah, these aren't tall enough. Or rather, they need more. Bigger. Bigger rocks. Tremendously large rocks. Too large. Let's leave that little bit of ledge poking. I think that's pretty cool. let's try that one. Puzzle is functional. Just prettying up the room now. So you got to do that, then cross. Make a good Halo map, sure. Then move that there, then cross again. And then you come over here and change to that. There you go. That's the puzzle. All right, we're not gonna do any more decorating tonight because I've got to call it. And then we'll put some darkness there so it doesn't just abruptly cut out. But yeah, I think this little puzzle room turned out pretty nice. Perfect. That is perfect. So a review of tonight's decorating. Ooh, we made this room look really good. And we're gonna go for a similar vibe in the other room. Oh, we could even put a waterfall in the other room if we wanted to. We probably won't, because that would be really weird for there to be a waterfall there. I love the little dangly vines there. That's really good. Like that little, like this little bit right here where it does that. This makes me very happy. What's making the lily pads move? We don't know yet. Oh, I was thinking it would be cool, or at least more thematic. Replace the gear with one of these little lotus flowers. And it's just like, I don't know, it's connected somehow. Nature. Whimsy. It's like, yeah, sure. But yeah, just what we can do is we can make this editable children, and we can hide the gear and replace it with a lotus. We just have to move it to the right position. And line it up just right and scale it down just so. And then boom, it is gear coated. Yeah, I was thinking in my original setup, see, we'll just have like, oh, look at that. Oh, that's a weird way to spin. What is it doing there? Is it off center? Oh, of course it is, because I just eyeballed it. Is it off center? I mean, I'm still eyeballing it. Yeah, maybe we can do something like that. There we go. Well, it's still a little bit of a click at one point. I don't know what's happening there. It's fine. Oop, I forgot we had a pause menu. All right, let's go see Germ. Germ Dove? Germ Dove? Perchance he's Germ Dove? Yeah, I think what'll really help this room is lots and lots of vines, lily flowers, and I'd like some skylights, some like nice warm yellowish orangish light coming in from above, like from an unseen crack in the ceiling that allows the lily pads to grow. You see, you got to think about these things, and that'll actually help make some nice shadows as well. Cat. Oh well, I have a whole area planned for late game called Cattail Creek. But maybe some cattails. Yeah, maybe just some smaller lily pads that are purely decorative. Like we just scale some of these down and put them in a corner where you can't really jump on them. So you don't have to worry about the solidity being a thing. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out. This was a heck of a lot of fun. Some fish. Oh yeah, some little shadow, some fish shadows moving around. A little fish that pops up and talks to you. Actually, a little fish that pops up and talks to you when you get close would be an interesting little, like, secret in this room. Like, if you go over here, and only if you go over here, a fish pops up. And he talks to you. All right, good night.